Wow, man. Full Akrapovic exhaust off of eBay for 220 bucks. What? Well, welcome everybody again. This is Jason from Dirt Bike Syndicate. As you see behind me, we're going to try something a little bit different today. I have my 2022 Aprilia 660 Tuareg adventure bike here, and I would equate adventure biking as like taking methadone instead of heroin. Heroin over here, methadone over here. Uh, it'll get you close to what you feel, but remember, everyone thinks, or a lot of people think, that when they get on this adventure bike over here, it's going to perform exactly like this enduro bike over here. That is not the case. Enduro bike, probably 45 horsepower, 225 pounds, something to that. Adventure bike over here, with all the kit and everything on here, this bike probably pushes close to 475 pounds with all the kit. I think they say that bike is about 425 pounds. So we're going to try to do something about that, put this thing on the diet, and fix major, probably the number one major complaint about this bike. So the number one major complaint about the Aprilia Tuareg is it is a right foot burner. As you see in here, where this venting is, that's the catalyst right here. And the way a catalyst works is the catalyst doesn't take part in the chemical reaction, but it tries to pull all the hydrocarbons and the NOx out of the exhaust by converting them to different components. And in doing that, it creates heat. So it's not the fault of the bike or anything. They need that catalyst and everything to pass emissions. So, but one way to do it is to do a cat delete kit. And I'm not a big fan of cat delete kits or whatever, but that is a big problem with this bike. When it gets up around 80 or 90 degrees, it really starts to burn your right foot, even to the point of where you got to take a break or whatever. And I'm going to try and remedy that today. And how we're going to do that is we're going to put that cat delete pipe and everything on there. There's a lot of companies out there that make different pipes. There's titanium ones, stainless steel ones, and everything. Akrapovic makes one, AXP makes one, Dominator makes one, all different sizes and brands and different amount of restriction and they make them louder or quieter or whatever. But all those exhaust systems, if you were to get the full exhaust system, would cost probably $1,500, $2,000, at least around $1,000. So I was digging around on the interwebs, and I found on eBay, I found a Chinese. It may be one of the companies that actually makes it, and just a different name. But I found a Chinese unbranded pipe for $220 shipped. The can, the pipe, all the mounting hardware and everything to go with it. So we're going to do a little unboxing today and take a look at that. And then in another video, I'll throw it on the bike along with AXP plastic skid plate. Because you got to take the skid plate off to get that exhaust and take it all off anyway. So might as well do a heavier duty skid plate. The one that comes on it, as you see, is just really thin aluminum, and it's fine for gravel roads and things like that. But I plan on doing some adventure trips out west and here around the Upper Peninsula, Michigan as well. So we're going to try and get that done. Yeah, so here we are. Here is our $220 exhaust system. Is actually, I think it was maybe even a little cheaper than that because they had like a coupon on eBay on this thing. So if you search around, maybe they still have a few of them left over. This is supposedly the whole system. I have not opened this. I just picked it up this morning from the post office. And as you see down here, we do have our made in China on both boxes. So yeah, let's hack this thing open. Let's start with the small box. And like I said before, there's a lot of other companies that make exhausts, but nobody makes one for $220. So I figured I'd try it before any of you other folks had to go out there and buy it and either had a bad experience or not. But spoiler alert, in many cases, all these other companies are most likely also made in China as well. At least some of the componentry on those high dollar exhausts like Akrapovic and all that. It's just because it's the nature of the beast. China is the grand manufacturer of the world right now, so that's where stuff is made. At one time it was us, time before that it was England, and time before that who knows what it was. Just the way the world works. Let's cut this baby open, see what we got. So this was unbranded. There was really no brand associated with this pipe. But I figure I'd give it a whirl for $220. If it doesn't work, I can always put my old exhaust system back on and run it with the original system again. Or look at cutting the catalyst out of the pipe and having someone who knows how to use it. Oh man. This is cool. I'm glad I did a little unboxing video. Hey, I got my Akrapovic exhaust here for 220 bucks. This is a dead giveaway that some of this stuff from these companies is made in China, because they'll just take you know, the factory and run another shift and run a different pipe and everything in there. Okay, so the first thing we got looks like it's the actual can hanger and some hardware. So it's got the rubber strap to go around the can. Wow, that looks like a pretty small can. So I assume this is going to be loud. I'm not a loud pipes save lives type of guy. I prefer it quiet. I like about how loud it is now, but the other thing you get from this, besides for a cooled right foot, is, you know, I think this is like a 10 or 12 pound weight savings. So trying to get some weight off this girl is a good plan. So far this looks pretty good here. It's a stainless hanger. A little bit of stamping imperfections. I don't know if you can see that. And it does have like the protective coating on it. And this is the rubber strap that goes around here so you don't scratch up your, you know, it's probably made out of like silicone, high temperature silicone, so you don't scratch up your can. This is kind of odd. Looks like there's more spring hangers. Hopefully we don't have to weld that. I don't have a stainless steel or TIG welder. I guess that's just in case you break one off, maybe, hopefully. But I don't want to have to do it. Looks like pretty good quality springs here. Look like nice stainless steel springs. Here's a fastener that looks regular. You know, the fasteners look regular Chinese made, lower grade fasteners, you know, and some washers. They do look kind of stainless. I'll have to do a magnet check. So yeah, and another bracket of some sort goes somewhere. Now this kit does not have any instructions with it, so buyer beware. If you don't have any mechanical skills or anything like that, you may want to con a friend or something into putting this pipe on. So we'll see how it works out. Let me go grab my magnet and I'll check all these. That's a way to check stainless steel components, is take a magnet. And if the magnet sticks to it, it's low grade stainless. And if the magnet doesn't stick to it, it's pretty high grade stainless, because it has more of the chromium and other components that they add to the metal that makes it basically non-magnetic. So let me go grab my magnet. Okay, we're back with our magnet of stainless steel Justice. So that sticks, not very high stainless. That sticks, not very good stainless. That sticks, the nut sticks. That bolt sticks. So basically what we're seeing here is, you know, this isn't as high grade stainless. Now a spring, I think, may need to have the lower grade stainless on it just because its spring has some spring steel to it. So not quite sure about that. The actual bracket that holds the can on, pretty high grade stainless. The other bolt, not very high grade stainless. This is pretty good stainless right here. It just barely sticks to it. And then this bracket just barely sticks to it. So yeah, that's pretty good stainless steel there. So let's get this can out of this box. But I assume this is a can. I haven't opened this. You know, this is a true unboxing video. No messing around here. Genuine Akrapovic exhaust system. It's like Akrapovic. See what's going on here. If I can get this thing out of here. This is the problem with doing videos. It is stuck in there. There we go. Oh boy, this sucker's gonna be loud. Oh man, look at that, genuine carbon fiber. Whoa. Pretty awesome. So let's take our magnet of stainless steel Justice. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Just barely sticks. Hardly nothing on that spring bracket. It's got like some kind of a rubber plug there that it just pulled out. I'll put that back in there. I think that's for if water gets trapped in this outer part of the can, you can take it off. It's actually kind of nice. And then it does have kind of a DB killer. Oh, actually, what this is for is so you can get to the 4mm screw, looks like in there, at least the 4mm metric hex head, and that right there is to take the DB killer out, this little choke. That's kind of why I bought this, is because it had this, and I figured with that small of a hole in it would choke it down and maybe make it a little quieter. But look at this in comparison to this. Let me get you in here a little closer. There we go. So now it's this size of a pipe. This thing's a freaking suitcase, you know. And like I said, I like that the bike is quiet, but what I don't like is this is super heavy. So let's take the magnet on this. So this is aluminum tusk bracket here. That must be pretty high grade stainless. That is also, that's a little sticky right there. The painted parts are, some of them are. Yeah, the mounting bolt on this is not stainless either. So hopefully we'll be able to check this out. But yeah, this is pretty good stainless. Looks like you can see that DB killer inside of there. Let me grab my flashlight, shine it in there so you folks can see there's a little bit of debris in there. But you can see all the way through this. So this is going to be loud, you know. This is going to be pretty loud. We're going to have to keep off the pipe when we go through town and stuff like that. But it will be kind of cool to hear this thing sing a little bit. But I'll probably get annoyed with it. Like, I put a lightweight can on my snowmobile. I got a 2017 RMK, and it's childishly loud. I mean, every time I hit the throttle on it, I just giggle, you know, because it goes to a can, basically a straight through can like this, right off the big 2-stroke expansion chamber. But that also is the same thing. That just that can alone in that snowmobile to help pass sound, because that's another emissions that these bikes and snowmobiles and things have to do, is pass sound. You have to have volume, and a solid can is what makes things quiet. So it's part of the deal. You know, we have emissions regulations on sound, we have emissions regulations on actual tailpipe emissions, we have emissions regulations on evap. That's why this bike behind me has an evap canister down in the bottom, a carbon canister, so it traps all the evaporative emissions that come out of the tank and traps them in that carbon canister, and then afterwards, when it's running, it sucks those back into the engine and burns them off, so you don't pollute the environment. So okay, so we got everything out of here. Look at that. Damn, that is going to be sweet. Akrapovic. I'll change this. I'll put a CH in front of there. Akrapovic, so everyone knows. I hope I don't get in trouble buying this bootleg exhaust equipment. Okay, so now we'll get into the other box. Now we're back. I'm assuming this bigger box is the header pipes and the connector pipes and everything like that, but let's open her up. You know, you never know. Could be $1 million. Could be whatever. Who knows what they put in here? Someone's dead cat. That would not be nice. I'm pretty assuming it is an Aprilia 660 Tuareg header pipe and connector pipe to connect to our extremely loud can. You know, that'll almost be like straight pipe loud. I can just about guarantee you that. I'm actually an engine development engineer by trade. At least I was until I gave up on corporate America. And now I just sit around ride my dirt bike and make dumbass videos. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. This stuff is awesome right here, because you can use this for like padding, you know, if you're like got a seat or something that you want to add a little more padding to. It actually works really good. Good closed cell foam. I always save that. Or you can, you know, you can kneel on it. You can put your, you know, put that in your knee pads or whatever. As we used to say when I worked at the Big P, you get your promotion pad, if you know what I mean. Okay, we're unboxing this thing. This actually looks pretty darn good. I mean, it's relatively high quality. I don't like, as you see here, we'll bring it in close so I don't have to zoom this camera later and mess up the video. They only put like 2 tacks on each one of these spring holders. And one of them barely even touching, a little bit of undercut on that tack right there. But what can you expect? This whole thing shipped to my door was $220. So let's give them a chance here, man. You know, Chinese people need to eat too. Okay, here's the connector pipe, because this is a twin cylinder engine, so it's got two exhaust pipes. This would be like a 2-into-1, let's say. It's pretty well wrapped. It's got these nice plastic bags. I haven't seen anything broken or missing yet. So I'll get you in here close again. Here we are again with these spring hooks. Now this is a slip fit exhaust, so there's going to be springs that go in between here, and the 2 header pipes will just slip in there, spring fit, and they only have 1 spring on each side. Maybe that's what those other 2 clips were for. But the welds actually look really good here. You know, back there, man. We're gonna definitely, those all look good. The welds on the header pipe look good. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed so far for 220 bucks. So let's get our magnet back over here again. Sorry folks for, yeah, this is legit. This is legit stainless. Barely get any stick at all in this. None down here on this pipe. Almost none on the bracket. So legit stainless. And like I said, this may actually be an Akrapovic stainless header pipe, just made on third shift. Well, maybe it was a reject or something. Doesn't fit quite as good. Yeah, like I said, it comes packaged, all wrapped in this, and each one wrapped in plastic. Not too bad. We'll organize that over there. All good. Man, this is like Christmas. These are the two header pipes. Once again, nice bag. Even got a part number on there. I should actually, well, I'll put that there. You can look it up. Maybe that's the Akrapovic part number. That would be a dead giveaway for this is the actual Akrapovic header pipe. I know that can isn't. The Akrapovic can is long and skinny. So I bet this is even lighter. I know this will be lighter than any other stainless. Maybe not a titanium. Wow. Wow, this exhaust bracket really looks nice. I'm going to bring you in on that one right there. And I assume, because Aprilia did it right, and this is heavier. This is heavier than the factory exhaust hanger. I mean, it's thick. It's like 3/16 steel there. And it's stainless. Wow. I mean, it just barely sticks. Right on the corner it sticks for some reason. When they bent it or whatever, yeah. Not too bad. Not too bad. So I'll bring you in over here, and you can see Aprilia actually did it right when they built this bike. So a lot of bikes have the exhaust hanger. Shrink you down a little bit there so you can get in. A lot of bikes have the exhaust hanger just welded to the subframe. This bike has a all one-piece frame on it, which is pretty good for rigidity, but bad for replacing stuff. But this exhaust hanger is actually bolted. Well, this one's pretty thick too. Is actually bolted to the subframe. So I'm assuming that, seeing this pipe is shorter and everything, this bolts in like that and comes down here, and the pipe is probably only in this location right here. So yeah, pretty cool little bracket and semi-decent quality stainless. Let's check the bike. Oh, this one sticks hard. Yeah, this is regular steel. That's crazy. You get a stainless steel China bracket in a $220 pipe kit. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, now that we're done with that, I'll bring you back over to here. And what did we all get in the package? Oh yeah, we got extra pipe hooks and springs and everything. We'll take one of these out of the package. You guys, there's two packages. It's the same thing. Get in close. It's got the nice springs and everything. And we'll check this stuff. Oh, these are real stainless here. These don't stick at all. Barely. Right when they bend it, it sticks. For some reason, that's probably some kind of material property. If you got any material scientists out there in the audience, put that down in the comments why it does that. Yeah, and these barely stick too. These are actually pretty high grade material. I expected to You know, for $220, I expected some pretty janky stuff. Okay, let's check the header pipes. Now this bike has a modern ECU on it, so this has some small O2 sensors that go in there. Hopefully that's the right size. I guess we're going to find out later when we do the install video. Like I said before, these are just tacked on in 2 places. That must be why they give you more. It's pretty thick-walled stainless. I mean, let me go grab my calipers. Okay, we're back with the calipers. We're going to measure how thick this exhaust tubing is, and we'll try to measure how thick that stuff is. I don't know if we can do it on that because it's all one piece welded. So we got our Chinese header pipe. We have our Chinese caliper. Turn it on. We'll use the metric system. You know, hey, when I was in the 3rd grade, they said everyone's going to the metric system. We're going to change the whole world. So this is 1.3 millimeter thick. And we can convert that. I'll convert that to inches. Actually, what we can do is just hit the button there. So this is 50 thousandths, you know, 49 50 thousandths thick, 50 thousandths of an inch. So pretty nice. And the actual header flange also looks stainless. Is 0.13 inches thick. So pretty thick. You know, this is a hefty piece of metal. And I'll bring in here, check where the O2 sensor bung is welded. It actually looks pretty good. It's not a bad weld. I mean, it's better than I can do for sure. So, yeah. And it comes with a bolt in it for some reason. I really hope that this is the right thread for those O2 sensors, because you need them on this bike. You know, that's what makes it run right. It tells the oxygen content of the exhaust, and that closes the loop on the fuel system, so you can you know, always be running the right fuel mixture on these bikes. Yeah, the bung looks good, the threads are good. You know, the bung protector screwed in there, you get a free bolt. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Put that over there. And header pipe number 2. Yeah, this one's got a bracket welded on it, just like the original. This is for the exhaust, you know, cover shield right there. So hopefully you can see that. If you didn't, you heard it for sure. And same thing, same thickness material, same only one clamp, you know, spring clamp on there. Yeah, you never know. They just threw in these extra clips. Who knows? It may have been for these were rejects or something, because these were breaking off. But we'll find out. We're gonna test this as is. I'll put this on the bike as is, and I will go out riding and risk life and limb for the YouTube community to test this thing out. So yeah, so far so good. Once again, it has a plug in this one, and they probably put this in there when they weld that bung on there so they don't get any slag in there. This one's stuck in there, but I'll take that out. Yeah, let me know what you think. Put it down there in the comments. Yeah, let me, metallurgists out there, let me know why these hooks are magnetic on the bends and not as much on the straights. That seems odd. We'll check the thickness of this quick too. Yeah, this is 60 thousandths thick wall. Change that to millimeters. That's 1.5 millimeters for all you normal people in the world. Yeah, decent welds, real stainless pipe. Okay, I just thought of something. We should probably get the actual weight of this. We're going to use my genuine Amazon Chinese scale here. And I'll put these numbers down in the comments, or I'll put them up on the screen too. So we're going to weigh each individual part and then total them up and let you guys how much this genuine Akrapovic exhaust system weighs. Okay, we're going to start off with this guy here. So we'll make sure our scale, it's in kilograms now. I'll switch it to pounds, because that'll make a little bit more sense for us Americans. And then I'll also put it in kilograms in the comments. 2.2 pounds per kilogram, or something like that. Okay. So the extension pipe is 1.55 pounds. 1.55 pounds. I'm going to write that down because my memory is about as good as my looks. So the con pipe, 1.55 lbs. There we go. This one off to the side so we don't weigh it twice. Let's take a look at this sweet can. I'm actually going to put that Akrapovic sticker on it. Probably get arrested. $2.25 pounds for the silencer. This thing's going to be loud. Although, and I didn't point this out in the before. I've been looking at it a little bit more now. That outlet is about half the size of the outlet on the other bike, so it may actually choke it down a little bit. But I think it'll be rappy and backfirey and everything like that. Usually that's the case when you have slip-ons. So 2.25 pounds. Because these joints will allow a little bit of air in, because these are just a slip fit together here. So, and the slip fit isn't that good. So we'll probably have to do a little banging to get these guys together, but the slip fit hopefully will be tight enough. So let's put the collector next. Get our handy dandy scale. Hook it on to the mounting point. Like I said, this thing is actually TIG welded all together. .5 pounds. Just in case you don't believe me, 1.55 pounds. So the can was 2.25 lbs's. The collector, 1.50 lbs's. Set that down there. Put this over so we don't weigh it twice. We got some hardware and stuff over here, but we're just going to weigh the actual exhaust system components. We'll weigh the bracket. We'll weigh the bracket next. So this is the bracket that actually mounts to the subframe and connects for the can. So we'll weigh that next. And that is 0.65 pounds. 0.65 pounds. And maybe you can even see that. Okay. Put that bad boy over there. 0.65 lbs's. Okay, so we'll do we'll call this one the short pipe. The other one's longer. Makes perfect sense. Hang that baby on there. £1.35 pounds. 1.35 pounds. So the short header, 1.35 lbs. This over here. Okay, and the long header. Oh, long header's pretty heavy, and this is with the bolts in them. So that's 1.5 pounds. 1.5 pounds. So the L header, 1.50 lbs's. Okay, like I said, there's springs and other little small stuff around that's happening. We can just add another pound or whatever. Or I could just shove it all into a bag and measure it like that. How about that? We'll do it. We'll do it for you guys, the world. Okay, I think it'll all fit in one of these bags. So we'll shove all the bracketry, nuts, bolts, washers, everything. We'll even keep the weight of the bag. It's probably only a couple ounces. It's not gonna throw the whole world off. Oh, almost forgot. My Akrapovic sticker. I put that in there. Okay. I think that's everything. That is everything. So this is all the springs and washers, bolts, nuts, everything for the exhaust system. What's the weight? Just stab it through the bag. Hang her up. Oh, it's probably a good thing I did. We won't tear the bag. 0.65 pounds. So there we go. I'll add that. We'll say miscellaneous. MISC 0.65 lbs. Okay, so we'll add that all up, and I'll do that off camera. I don't want to show you my mad math skills quite yet. And we'll give you the total. Okay, just broke out my tether, I like to call it, my leash, aka the Android. And we'll flip it into this mode because the numbers look a little bit bigger. This is pretty damn impressive. So every single solitary part, including this bag that came in this kit, is under 10, it's under 10 pounds. So, come over here, so you know I'm not lying to you. There she is, 9.45 pounds. Pretty sweet. So when I rip the other exhaust off, I'll take every single solitary part and weigh that as well. So we know what we took off, what we put on, and how much weight this old girl lost. Okay, let's take a little deeper look into this can on this pipe. I did notice that, I showed you before, there's a little hole here that had a rubber cover over it. Well, inside of there, it's a 5mm, and it looks like you have to use a ball end driver because I couldn't get a straight end driver to get in there to get to that piece. But that is what holds the DB killer in. So let's see if we can take this thing out and take a look at it. This thing's gonna be loud. Like I said before, you know, like you can see in the light, you can see straight through this thing. That's pretty crazy. But that DB killer does look like it does have a stopper on it at least, so maybe it won't be that bad. Let's find out. Grab our genuine Harbor Freight 5mm ball end, and it looks like the hole is big enough where you could lose this screw in there, so beware when you take this sucker out. And it may have a washer on it as well, so if I drop this thing in there and you hear me curse, that's why. Oh, mint. I don't know where that washer went, but this actually had a lock washer on it too. This little bolt had a lock washer on it, so we'll have to stick that in there. I'll grab a magnet, see if that's a stainless screw as well, because that would be nice, because then it would come out, you know, 10 years from now or years. And this looks like some grade of stainless here. It's stuck in there pretty good. Let me go grab a pair of pliers. I'm gonna pull this thing out. I'm gonna wreck it, you know, just for you guys. Oh, grabbing my sweetest Christmas present ever. My brother got me these snap-on needle nose off the truck. Nice. Ooh, that sucker was in there. Good thing I didn't hit my camera. Holy crap, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely, you know, it's straight through. Let me get the old flashlight on the other end. Pretty sure you can see that. It's straight through. But it does look like it's got packing material on the inside. Yeah, it does. I can see the fiberglass furs. You know, the fiberglass fur is in there, sticking out. And the side of the can is perf. So at least it's a glass pack. It'll take some of the ring out of it. Okay, let's take a closer look at this DB killer here. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It's got some pretty good tacks on it. You know, it's not welded all the way around, but it does have, so you can have 3 different stages of it, you know, of exhaust sound madness on this buggy pipe. You can take the screw out and pull that little insert out as well. So I won't do that because I don't want to ruin this thing. I want to be able to use it so I can show you guys just how loud and crazy this thing is. But yeah, take a look at this thing. I'm gonna get this camera down close and put you right in the natural light, because that's what we all like, right? A little natural light. Shut this flashlight off. Look at that thing. I don't know if that's real carbon fiber. Probably not. It's probably a wrap on top of something. I can't feel the fibers. It looks too shiny to be that way. But I don't know. Put it down in the comments. Let me know what you think. If this is just a wrap on the stainless, and it kind of looks like it's a wrap on the stainless, because you can see they had to stretch it over the edge. But yeah, we'll see. We're gonna do some durability and everything on this pipe, and sound. Maybe we'll even do a pass-by ABA. I'll go find a road or something that's not heavily traveled and set up my phone with the DB app. And a lot of people don't realize this, you know, when they say like 80 dB and 90 dB, you know, it's not just, you know, 12% more because it's only 10 dBs. Each dB at that point is double the sound pressure. So going from 80 to 81 is double the sound pressure. So it's quite a big jump. I do hear a little bit of rattling around in there, but we're going to pull the used one off there and see if that one rattles around too. So yeah, just wait for that install video and we'll see how this baby works. We'll end this video here. Thanks for watching, and like I always say, just if I'd rather see you out riding than watching my videos. So get out there and ride, enjoy yourself. Like I said, the big bike for me is for, you know, being out on the street, long trips, everything like that. And then the small bike over here, the old Gas EX300, that thing is, you know, this is the real fun. We're going to be running some single track out at Porterfield down in the kind of in the central western UP. So yeah, get out there and ride, enjoy yourselves, take care, and rubber side down most of the time at least. Bye bye.